Hello. So it is my last week of formal education. Yep, this is the last week of college. These 2 years just flew by and here we are, last week. So I submitted my last internal assignment yesterday and now I gotta start studying for exams. I only have one exam, but I still need to study for it. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm about to drive up to my college and do some exam studying. So let's go. Okay, so I am done at college for the day. Well, I actually technically did not even need to come here today because I have like all day off basically because it's all just a free line because I was taking an extra class. If you saw my back to school video at the start of the year, I was taking 5 classes and because one of the subjects, the musical, that had to be done as a 5th class, but they gave us the option to do it as a 4th subject because it was being done later in the year. So I dropped one of my other classes, which is good because I was not enjoying that class and I did it pretty early on. So I've just had like 2 double free periods on Monday and then musical rehearsal, and now the musical's over, so I basically have all free periods, so I technically don't even need to come in. But I find that if I was just to stay at home, I wouldn't get a whole lot done. I'm just not motivated to do much work when I'm at home. And plus, I also want to see my friends as well. And most of them are all gone now, so I'm going to drive off to the state library and yeah, talk to you then. Okay, so I have driven from the college, haven't driven to the actual state library. I lied a bit there. And that is because I hate driving in the city and I also don't want to have to pay for parking. There's people staring at me. Okay, well, that's fine. So I've parked on a side street in Sandy Bay, which means it's quite a bit of a walk down to the state library, but I'd rather do that than have to pay for parking. And besides, it's nice to get some walking and exercise in. So what I'm going to do is I spent the morning doing a practice exam. I'm going to go to the library, mark it, see where I can improve, and then try to revise and work on areas that I'm not so sure about, because I definitely have a couple of weak areas. And then I've got drama later tonight. It's on Monday nights. So I'll have to come back here and then drive to that, which I know may not make sense, but still, I'd rather park for free and I'm putting a bit more extra effort because I already spend enough on fuel and other things in my life. I'm trying to save money here. So let's get out because I'm dying of heat in this car. Maybe I shouldn't have worn a hoodie today, but well. And let's have a nice little walk to the library and continue our studying. Well, we'll try to continue our studying. There, that's better. Alright, I've made progress with my revision, but I had to walk back to the car. It's quite a bit of a walk. It was like half an hour walk away, which is fine for me. I enjoy going for a nice walk and listening to my Spotify playlist. It's the best. But right now I'm going to head to my drama class. I should get there before it starts. It starts at 6:30, so it's about 25 minutes before then. So let's head off there. Made it with just over 10 minutes to spare. We're rehearsing for our end of year play, as we do every year at our little showcase thing. So let's go now. Alrighty, I'm back home now. There was a thing on here that said 7 months. 7 months till this car needs to go in for a service again. Which is crazy, because we got this 5 months ago, and I've been on my P's for 6 months now. It's crazy to believe that, because I only feel like I just got them like not too long ago, but here it is. I've been in my Ps for 6 months now, half a year, woohoo. And then assuming everything goes smoothly, I'll be on my green Ps in another 6 months time. So it's just crazy. I've been driving myself for a while now, way more confident than I was when I first started. If you saw that vlog where I drove myself for the first time, and it's nice and convenient when I need to drive somewhere that catching a bus will just be too inconvenient for, especially when I'm out all day like today. So it's great. Okay, so I am watching Doctor Who as it is currently streaming on iView. I'm watching it for the 1000th time. This is Doctor Who Season 7, The Rings of Arcaton, I think is how you pronounce it. But in the same time, I'm also picking out what I want to cook for dinner tomorrow night, as it's my cooking night, and I'm using this cookbook, Shannon Does Dinner. Shannon Kelly White is literally one of the best recipe book creators, whatever the name is, and she also has the most hilarious stuff in there. And tomorrow I'm feeling like pulled chicken burgers. We've also got a whole bunch of frozen meat in the freezer, and I've got some burger patties, so I might just use that instead of using fresh chicken. And I might do another side, because I have a habit of combining some of her dishes. It's their chicken skewer sushi bowl. Probably combine that into the burger, we'll see, and just have the burger patty. Chicken pesto noodle salad, okay, probably not that, but we could definitely combine these two to make a delicious burger. And probably some fries as well, because you can't have a burger without fries. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do some more revision with this playing in the background. Don't know how much I get done, because I'm pretty tired right now, so I'll try to do at least a little bit of revision so I can at least revise something before I decide I've had enough and want to go to sleep. Good morning. I am in a bit of a rush because I got out of bed a bit later than I wanted to, so I'm leaving the house later than I want to, and this is not ideal, but I'm gonna go to school now. Okay, and that is the school day over. I'll talk more, but I need to head off to work now, and I also need to get fuel. So I need to get out soon before I'm caught in the big traffic of cars, which is a nightmare at the school I'm at. So, let's go. I was trying not to go above 30 litres, and I accidentally pressed the fuel thingy, whatever it's called, down for too long, and it went up to 30.11. I'm like, no! I wanted to get exactly 30 litres, but it's fine. So, right now, I'm near my work. It's nice being able to drive there and not have to catch 2 buses. Got 10 minutes before work starts, so I'm gonna head up in a bit and go to work. Okay, so I have just finished work and now I'm gonna drive home, and well, I haven't really told you a whole lot of things because everything's sort of just been like a mess, but basically today at school I would usually have like actual classes. So my first 2 periods, because our school does 2 double periods in the morning block and then a single period in the afternoon block. So I'd usually have theatre performance, but I'm done with that because we had to do a practical exam as a play and then a monologue, and then we had to submit an externally assessed reflection on the development of our characters. So that was all done. So for theatre performance, it's literally just go there for attendance and then do whatever. So I just did some studying, and then I had food and nutrition, which is the only written exam I have, and so that's what I'm devoting basically my whole studying time to that. It's my only exam, which may seem like I have it easy, but I put a lot of pressure on myself to do phenomenally well in this exam. So I'm trying to study best I can. I've been completing a whole bunch of past exam papers, which are available on the website for the course. And so my aim is, the exam is next Tuesday, is to complete 1 practice exam every day and then reflect on what I can improve and revise, and then continue with the practice exams with those principles in knowledge. There's a lot I need to do for it, so I'm trying my best to be prepared as I can, but no, it's in 1 week. I should definitely have started this sooner. Typical me, leaving things to the last minute. And then in the class, it's just like self-paced revision pretty much, and assistance is there if you need it. So that's basically what happened today, and then I had work as per usual. Now I'm going to drive home and then cook dinner. If you remember from last night, I'm looking forward to making burgers and chips tonight. It's going to be so good. Good morning. So I am heading off to school now. I didn't manage to get any studying done last night as I was just really tired. So I'm gonna try to do a lot today. And today, this morning, I have a free, but I'm still gonna come in so I can get some studying done. And then we've got a celebration assembly to celebrate the year 12s. That's me, as they leave college and move further on into the world. So it's gonna be really fun. There'll be a barbecue and stuff. Just a nice way to celebrate the year 12's last week of school. Should be cool. And let's head off now. Okay, I am here. One of the reasons I do like to get here at a reasonable time is because I want to get my instant black coffee and raisin toast from Breakfast Club. I mean, I could just eat breakfast before I go, but, you know, free food. I'm not going to turn down that opportunity. So that's why I like to get here this time so that I don't miss out. So let's go and get some coffee and toast. Yummy. Alrighty, so I'm back home now after that school day. That was fun. So we had a little celebration assembly and then barbecue, and there was even a photo booth and a couple other things. I had to say some goodbyes today, which was really sad because I'm not going to see some of these people again. Well, at least not for a little while anyway, or at least not as often, because some of them are in year 11. Then I had 2 free periods today, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. But then on Wednesdays there's an extra class in the afternoon that ends at 4 p.m. because we have home group second period on Wednesdays, which means that there has to be an extra block so that we get the same amount of time for all our classes. So it's kind of awkward having a free home group, another free, and then my final class of the day, which is English Studio. But we've finished with everything now. I submitted my folio for that, and I finished my final internal assessment because it's folio assessed, so there's no exam. So we just watched what we could of 10 Things I Hate About You, which I saw that movie quite a while ago, and I loved it. It's such a classic, so it was good to watch some of that again, and also like did a bit of revision as well. So I'm going to unpack and then take the bins out because it's bin night tonight. I think it's rubbish bin and recycle bin tonight, and hopefully get some more studying done. I just did another practice exam, woohoo woohoo, in like 4 hours, and the exam's 3 hours, so I got to work on my time management a bit there, but I did take breaks in between, so probably somewhere over 3 hours. But yeah, so now I have to go and mark it, which I do see. This exam paper's from 2019, so I can see how like some of the structure has changed a little bit, but the idea of it's the same, and it's giving me a chance to apply my knowledge because I don't know. Oh, of course it's no internet because it drops out all the time. But I also don't know what the structure of this year's exam is going to be, so it's good to be prepared for different structures, even if it's mentally draining. Go to the current version of the course, which is this, and then go to the assessment report, and then we're going to mark it. And I can be a lenient marker on myself, like I can be harsh, or I can be, yeah, that'll pass as a correct answer. I'm still writing down, like, everything I'm not 100% sure on yet, or can't recall off the top of my head. So I should probably have done that before I even started these practice exams, or at least, like, note down what I need to know, but I want to get my goal of doing 1 practice exam a day so I can work on my time management, because that was the issue for me in my mid-year exam, was that I ran out of time. Like, I still passed and did okay, but not as well as I wanted to. So I better get cracking. Okay, so I have just left school and I have driven to near my work as I have work. So I'll head up to there shortly, but today I had double food and nutrition and I was just doing a bit of revision and then started another practice exam. Then theatre performance, we were just watching a show, so I finished off the rest of my practice exam in that class. That's what's happening. I have done 6 practice exams now and I still don't feel like ready because a lot of the exam scores out of certain marks and I seem to be getting the same number of marks for each section. It's like, am I learning nothing? And I still don't even know if I can get it all done in 3 hours. So I don't know what to do, but I'm at least practicing, so I'm getting some revision and practicing some form of technique to see what works and what doesn't, but I'm a bit lost right now. So that's what's happening. But time to head off to work, then we'll go home and maybe do some more revision and something else or some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Good morning. So today is the final day of school today. Well, officially anyway, not including exams. And I've got a double period of English. We're probably just watching a movie and eating snacks, which is a perfect way to spend my last day. And then after lunch is my free period and I've got to go into the city for an appointment. So I'll do that. And then I'm done with college, apart from exams. So this is it. This is the end of a proper full day of formal education. So it's crazy, and today year 12s have sort of organised a muck-up day and I didn't really know what to wear, so it's we dress up crazy, so I might just wear these 2 sets of glasses. There, muck up. I don't really have anything else to wear, and also because I need to leave, but this will do. Nice little muck up crazy glasses, and yeah, this is the last day of school today. Okay, so had my last classes of the day and now it's my free, so it's time for me to go into the city because I've got an appointment. I'm going to do the usual. I'm going to park off in the street nearby in Sandy Bay and just walk from there to where I need to go so that I don't have to pay for parking. But this is the last day of classes, so let's go drive to free parking in Sandy Bay and walk to the city. Okay, so I just finished my appointment, so now I'm gonna head home and yeah, probably study. Finish off the practice exam. I did a little bit when I was in class today, but not much because we were saying all our farewells and stuff. It's nice and sad at the same time, but it's got to be done. But we'll see what we can get done when I get home. I just finished another practice exam that I started today, although this time I'm practicing on an exam paper from 2017, so some of the content's a bit outdated, but it's still a good chance for me to practice my time management, which I think I did okay, section-wise, but I took breaks. I'm gonna have to do all the sections within a span of 3 hours. So that's the thing, I've been taking breaks between each sections. But it's also good to take breaks, but I'm also not going to be able to do that on the day unless I want to sacrifice time, which I definitely don't want to do. 4 days until the exam, and there's 4 to 5 more exam papers available on the website. I plan to do them all, or at least what I can, especially the older ones. The formatting and structure of the exams are a little bit different, but the idea of it's still the same. It just may contain some outdated ideas on the assessment report, but as long as I practice getting the knowledge down, it will help me when the time comes for the actual exam, because who knows, they might change the formatting that this year. I don't think they will, but they might. Alright, so I didn't vlog anything on the weekend. I basically had work on Saturday, and I went home and did practice exam, and then on Sunday I did another practice exam, and I've marked them. And so I'm getting to the old practice exams from before the course was reaccredited, because they're available, and the structure of the exams are different, but I kind of prefer that structure to the one that I'm gonna get, which kind of sucks, because I performed better with that structure. why did they have to change it? But anyways, so I didn't vlog anything because I feel like it just would have been too repetitive to what I'd already vlogged during the week. And so now I'm going to school because, let's be honest, I'm not going to be able to focus and study at home today. And plus I want to see if any of my friends are around so I can catch up with them. And my teacher's also going to be around in case I need to ask them some questions for the exam tomorrow. I have finished school, but I haven't because I need to get the exam done with first. Then I can say I've officially finished school. And that's when it might actually hit me. Because the last day, yeah, it was sad saying goodbye to so many people, but I didn't feel as sad as I thought I would be because I'm still coming back to school for exam. But we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna drive up there and then hopefully get some good quality studying done. Alright, I finished my day of studying at school / taking advantage of the snacks. So good. I didn't know they were doing that. They didn't do that last year, so pretty cool. So I did a practice exam in under 3 hours and I've marked it and I did okay. So it is manageable in the limited time frame I've got if I use my time well and really hone into what the questions are asking for, I think is my biggest challenge. So I've got drama class at 6:30, rehearsing for our end of year showcase. But first I'm actually going to shop for a calculator as one of the sections for the exam requires a calculator. And the calculator I used in mid-years stopped working, which is partly why I ran out of time during mid-years. So I'm going to get a new calculator because I can't find my old scientific calculator that I haven't used since high school. I tried looking in my mess of a room and I don't know where it is. So I'm going to go shop for one. But yeah, I'm in the city and I found a park, which it's a 1 to 2 hour parking spot from 8 AM to 6 PM. And it's 5 PM, so I can park here for free and stay there until class ends at 7:30 tonight, which is good. So let's shop for a calculator. Okay, so I did finish writing down what I can't recall off the top of my head, and it's a lot. Like, it's so much to remember, and I tried still only writing down the key points. It's actually a lot. Because there's 4 sections of the exam in total. There is the first section, which is nutrition, which is like, what do these nutrients do? How much of this nutrient should be consumed? What are the consequences of an imbalance of this nutrient? Blah, 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 blah. And then we also have to analyse like diet-related conditions like cardiovascular disease and type 2 diabetes, stuff like that. And learn how to maintain a healthy weight and energy balance. And then there's dietary analysis, where we'll be given like a case study of a person's dietary intake and their nutrient intake, and we have to analyse what they're deficient in, what nutrients they're taking too much of, and then what are some like suggested swaps to help improve their diet that follow the Australian dietary guidelines with the recommended number of servings of certain foods and what benefits this will have on their health. I haven't highlighted everything. I've tried highlighting like key points, but still struggling with that. And then there's like global food issues, which is where you have to write a 45-minute essay, which is ridiculous, on either food security or ecological sustainability or both. So to show statistics, which I hate memorizing statistics, and like barriers to sustainable food systems and food security and who's at risk, etc. And then programs using certain strategies and statistics and pros and cons of those strategies to help improve food security, ecological sustainability, or both. And then the last section is food sociology, which I didn't have anything to write down, which first you'll get like, how do these factors influence an individual's food choice, and then you'll get a whole case study on people and their factors, like they live in a small town, one of them's lactose intolerant, blah 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 blah, and analyse all the different types of factors and sub-factors as to why they choose to eat certain foods, provide specific food examples. I didn't write anything down because I didn't know what to write down. I've written down definitions of it, but didn't get up to doing that. I don't know. I think my main weakness is going to be the essay, because how am I supposed to remember all this and like statistics, make them relevant to the question, because there's going to be variations of the question. Why? Just why? But done what I can. I'm confident I'll pass. Whether I'll do exceptionally well, that's a whole other story. Could really be a hit or miss, depending on the content of it, obviously. So we'll just have to see what happens. Good morning. Today's the day of my food and nutrition exam, my final and only year 12 exam. This is it. All my studying that I've... Why is the van parked on that side of the road? How am I supposed to get out? Whatever, I'll deal with that in a second. But all the studying that I've done, all the practice exams that I've done, will hopefully be paying off today. Just waiting for my dad as he's currently leaving as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to schools. I'm not going to do a practice exam because I'm not going to have time before the exam starts. But what I will do is revise on everything, try to remember it, and... Oh, is he stuck behind it? Okay, good, he got out. So he can get out. So I'll try to revise on everything. Why were you sitting in the middle of the road? Okay, that's weird. Whatever. Oh, it's Australia Post. Okay. Never mind. So that's what's happening. I'll try to revise on everything. You know, just go over all my notes. Maybe see how I could answer some of the other practice exams, as there's still 2 more that are available. So I could, like, briefly go over how I could answer those questions. Then do the exam. So this is it. So let's head off for my final day at college, technically, and the day I do my final year 12 exam. I just failed so miserably in trying to park properly. Let's do this. Oh my god, I did it. I did the exam, I did it, and I finished. I actually finished. I did not run out of time, got everything done. I even finished like a bit earlier, so that allowed me time to go through and check through my answers and just take it easy for the last part of the exam. I had an adjustment to use a computer, and I didn't get extra time, which we thought I'd need because it takes time to write out the questions and format it, but they wouldn't let me have extra time. I could either have extra time or use a computer, and I chose use computer because the whole reason I got a use computer reasonable adjustment was because my handwriting's terrible, and I would not be able to write everything down within the span of 3 hours. And I did it. I got it all typed out, and it was a computer without internet access or spell check or anything like that. It was just a computer with Word, and I saved the document to a USB, and it goes to the people who externally assess the exam. So, wishing for good results. I know I didn't do perfect, but I answered to the best of my ability, and whatever result I get, I'll know that I did my best, and that I finished. That was the main thing. Finish and do my best. And that's what I did. So I'm gonna head home now and relax. I've done so much studying and preparing for the exam, and I think this is the last time I'm gonna be at this school. Well, like officially anyway, if I come here in the future for something, don't know what, like if I'm invited to something maybe, I don't know. But this was my last official day here. I just walked out of the school grounds for the last time. Now I'm driving out of here for the last time. It's weird. My 2 years of college is done. Okay, I don't think there's anyone staring at me. The car park's relatively empty. I don't know. I mean, who cares if I'm vlogging in the car, right? It's the last day. So, let's go home. Okay, so I am officially done with exams. My one exam. I'm done. It's crazy. All my hard work this year has hopefully paid off. It's all in the hands of the results now. And now I can have holidays. I'm done with year 12. I can do what I want now, honestly. I'm 18 now, so realistically, I can do what I want. which is exciting. May try and get some editing done tonight. When I'm filming this, I did not get a video up on Monday, that was yesterday, because I wanted to be completely focused on studying. I didn't have time to edit, but now that I'm officially done with exams, I can edit again. I can maybe post consistently again, because I said I would try to post every Monday, but I've been quite inconsistent a lot this year because I've just been so busy. I need to prioritise life over YouTube, but I still enjoy doing YouTube, so that's the main thing. I'm going to edit some of the Western Australia vlog, which you've hopefully seen by now, and see how far I get with that, and then of course get some much needed sleep. So I'm done. This is it. Thank you for watching me, these random vlog clips of me preparing for my exam, and fingers crossed everything turns out okay, and this is a good thing for me to look back on in how I prepared for my final Year 12 exam. So future Mark, I'm doing you a favour right here, but thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any new videos. So, till next time, in the next video, I shall see you then. Goodbye.